All right, GM, everyone. Welcome into a huge week in fantasy football. Hope all of your best ball sweats are going well. We have got some work to get done here. We got contests to get done. I've got the Red Zone and the Spy registered on DraftKings, so we are going to build those. Then on FanDuel, I've got the the $75 and the $50 single entry. So we are gonna GM, everyone. My click is not working. It's not able to show. There we go. GM. Yes. The OU Bama game. I'd rather not talk about it, Rusty. I'd rather not. Pickens going to give up since playoff hopes are dead. He's already given up. I would not play Judkins over him, but I could see playing Hampton over him. A reminder, everyone, link to this is in the chat. But I would love if you guys would come and join us in the Swolecast Tiers contest. Looks like there's going to be a little bit of overlay there. Let's actually go ahead and just toss one in right now to start off here. GM, Tyler, it's a great week to ship a GPP. It's a great week to advance in best ball teams. Yes, I've got a huge best ball sweat over on DraftKings. We'll probably get to that at the end. GM, down 100 in my home league. He's had 6 players play, and I've only had 2 of my worst. Start 2 between Franklin, Hollywood, and Coker. Definitely Hollywood and Coker. What a day to sweat. Have a DK Millie sitting in first with Puka, JSN, and Walker. Yes, I also have one in first with Puka, Matt Stafford, but no Ken Walker. GM, Jets drop bombs, PPR league, Waddle or Brian Thomas Jr. You know what, Zach? Give me Brian Thomas Jr. Little bit of a feeling today. Full PPR, Igbuka or Fannin. Matt, hot take, scalding. Take you're not going to believe. Give me Fannin. Give me Fannin. All right, tier 1 here. A-Chain, Allen, Taylor, Bijan, McCaffrey, and Herbert. We're going to go Bijan, Robinson. Tier 2, Jahmyr Gibbs, Lamar Jackson, Drake May, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Trey McBride. On this one, you know what? Let's do Gibbs. Then on the next one, we have Purdy, Prescott, Jamar Chase, Jacoby Brissett, Javonte Williams, and Burrow. Let's do Jamar Chase. Kind of feeling a Jamar Chase explosion today. A little bit. Let's do Rodgers, Dart, Nix, McCarthy, Lamb. Let's do Goff, and then we're going to take JMO in tier 8. Lawrence, Bryce Young, Tua, James Cook, Gardner Minshew, London. We're going to take James Cook, who I have a great feeling about today. Derrick Henry, Rashee Rice, who's out, Kirk Cousins, Bucky, Shuck Demon, or George Pickens. Love Shuckerino today, actually. Stroud, Nico, Tyrod, Waddle, Tedroy McMillan, and George Kittle. Let's go Nico or Stroud. Let's do Stroud. And then in tier 8, we are going to take Jameson Williams. So our first team is Bijan, Gibbs, Chase, Goff, Cook, Shuck, Stroud, and JMO. Click save there. PPR, Montgomery or Estime. Give me Monty. Pick 2.5 PPR. Gene T, Michael Carter, Rico. Sitting Gene T there. GM, Chris. GM, Skip. Estime or Carter. Easily Carter, Adrian. Shuck is gaining steam in the cash game streets. Not for me. Cash today, I think, is relatively straightforward. Tuning in from Amsterdam on this lovely Sunday evening. Huge GM. Burrow or Jacoby, underdog and matchup. If you do not have Chase or T, I would say Jacoby. So here's what you have to decide on DraftKings if you are playing cash games. What you have to decide is, do you want to play this version of the team? This is the popular version, is Sutton. So it's Jacoby Brissett, Jahmyr Gibbs, Michael Carter, Cortland Sutton, DK Metcalf, Xavier Worthy, Harold Fannin, and Bijan Robinson with the Jets defense. Or do you want to do this, where you sub out Sutton and Metcalf, you put in Amon-Ra St. Brown, and then you do, what is it? It's Amon-Ra. What's the chalk team? It's Amon-Ra St. Brown, Okay, I'm gonna have to go look at the sim runner actually. Can I play any bum Saints wide receiver? Probably not. I would say I'd say you'd want to do Juwan Johnson. I think this was what it was earlier. I think it's Juwan Johnson. And no, that's not right. I honestly don't remember. I think it's Metcalf, and then there was another running back that fit here. Jahmyr Gibbs, Michael Carter. I don't remember who it was. I was looking at this earlier. Maybe it was Harvey, Genty, Pollard, Vidal, Hunt. No. Oh, maybe it's Aaron Jones in an expanded defense. I honestly don't remember. I like the Bijan Robinson team though. Minshew, Michael Carter, or Baker Estime. I would say Minshew. GM offsuit. Big day for your Chicago Bears last night. GM, yes, Stefan. The common folk could literally never understand the sweat today. It's unbelievable. I remember during the preseason hearing that Royals would steal Rashi's role is what was promised to us going to happen in week 16. Very sad to report this, Nick. Honestly, very, very sad to report this. But no. I would not be surprised if Jalen Royals doesn't even play today. Does Worthy project that much better than AD Mitchell for cash? He does. He really does. I think he's like 2 points better on most sites here. I have not run this yet this morning. So let's go to the Run the Sims Classic Slate Opto. This might give us something. It might give us something funky, but let's see what it gives us here. Jacoby, Bijan, Gibbs, Metcalf. Okay, so it gives another 2 tight end version, but it's coming in really hot on Darnell Washington. So let's just exclude Darnell Washington because sometimes, I mean, even at 6.81, it's given a lot of Darnell Washington. Is it excluding anything else? Let me check my settings. Number of lineups, uniques per lineup, max exposure, salary range, randomness. All right. With no Darnell Washington, I bet it won't give us the Bijan. No, it still does. It just gives us another punt. Oh, you know what? I bet Run the Sims is way lighter on Michael Carter. So let's just put the locks in. So let's lock Jacoby. Let's lock Gibbs. Let's lock Carter. Let's lock Worthy. Let's lock Fannin. And now let's generate once we have all those in. Jacoby, Michael Carter, Gibbs, Worthy. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So you Bowers, Metcalf, Hollywood. There you go. Except you don't want to exclude tight end in the flex today because I think tight end in the flex is going to be very, very popular. I like this team right here. Can I do a version of this with the Jets? Because that's what I think I'm gonna play. I think I'm gonna play the New York Jets. 0.5 PPR, Rico Flowers, Woody. Woody, if he plays, my read is that Gardner Minshew is going to check the ball down an absolute shit ton. Okay, so Run the Sims has the Jacoby, Michael Carter, Bijan, Worthy, Sutton, Metcalf, Fannin, Gibbs, Jets when you put the locks in. And then the other options are Pitts or Adonai Mitchell. There you go. Going against Stafford in season-long playoffs need upside in considering benching Lamar. If you need ceiling, I would want to start Lamar Jackson. That's my personal preference. Can I set your dynasty lineup, Chip? Sure. In your stuff, does Carter? Yeah. I mean, I assume that Carter is like 4 points better, 3 points better than Gainwell. Base projection, Michael Carter, 13.73. Oh, not that much better on Run the Sims. 13.73 over Gainwell. Solver has Michael Carter for 15, though, and Gainwell for 13. GM Kurz, need to in PPR, Hampton, Carter, Coker, McMillan. I would do Carter, and assuming that's Tedderoy McMillan, I would do Tedderoy McMillan. Sutton or Marv in FanDuel GBP, I do Sutton. How is Shuck more than Brissett? It makes no sense to me. Pick 2, Michael Carter, Genty, or Rico. I got Michael Carter and Rico. Brissett is definitely my preference for cash games. So yeah, this is what I've got saved for cash. I've got clicked on the wrong thing there. I've got Jacoby Brissett, Jahmyr Gibbs, Michael Carter. I actually have Jacoby Myers instead of Sutton. DK Metcalf, Worthy, Harold Fannin, Bijan Robinson, and the New York Jets defense. All right. There we go. Full PPR, sit one of Jameson, Olave, Pickens, or Jennings. It'd be Jennings by a good bit in the projections. Crane shouted out Kelsey. Wow, there you go. All right, let's look at the top Jared Goff team, because I think on DraftKings, I think I want to do one Goff and one Jacoby Brissett. I wouldn't think Pat Bryant projects that well at 3.7K. He's I mean, maybe he's fine. All right, the top team is Jared Goff, Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jameson Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Alec Manor, TJ Hawkinson. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Cannot contain TJ Hawkinson. Honestly, don't want to play Helm. Don't want to play Darnell Washington. There we go. These are some more reasonable teams. Jared Goff, Quinshon Judkins. I'm not going to play Judkins either. Mooney, Schultz, and Gibbs. That looks better to me. That looks a lot better to me, actually. I think. All right, let's start. Well, first off, let's just do the Jacoby team, because the Jacoby team, I think, should probably make it so. Oh, well, actually, here we go. We can look at my sweat. So right now I am first in my pod by a good amount of points. Got 33 points from Matt Stafford, 49.5 points from Puka Nacua, 21.9 from DJ Moore. That is quite nice. This is the other Puka team in my pod. He did get the 17 points from Zach Charbonnet. He also got the 49 points from Puka Nacua. He also has Christian McCaffrey. He also has Trey McBride. We both have Trevion Henderson. He has Drake May and Trevor Lawrence coming in to replace his quarterback score. He's got Wandale. He's got, and then, hopefully nothing sitting there with Fannin, Io Manor, De'Ami Brown, Jalen Knoll. Hopefully he doesn't get anything there. But what I need today from my guys, I need a big score out of, I need a passable score. I need like 13 minimum from one of Isaiah Pacheco or Woody Marks. I really, really, really need Woody Marks to play. Need Woody Marks to play at an insane degree. And then for some reason, I don't really know what happened drafting this team, but out of Gadsden, Theo Johnson, Kyle Pitts, and Bowers, I need something. I need something. I don't know what it is, but I got to get, I basically have to match McBride's production with those four guys. So it's not going to be that fun of a sweat, but yeah, we are going to be sweating. We are going to be sweating today pretty hard. So if Isaiah Pacheco scores a touchdown, no, this is not a 5-5-5. This is just a DK Millie. Start one, estimate Jake Ferg or Coker. You know what, Burgundy? Give me Coker there. Dalton Schultz, Igbuka, or Addison. Give me Igbuka on that one. Okay. So there we go. Got that done. Let's go build our red zone team. I think there are a lot of different ways that you can go with doing a Jacoby Brissett team. I think no, I don't think. I know that I want to do one Jacoby Brissett and Michael Wilson team, because my read is the Michael Wilson ownership is going to get kind of light, and I want to I want to attack that. I do. I would like to get, this guy who's been so unbelievable in, because Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be playing, according to Adam Schefter, in a limited capacity. That's what Mr. Schefter said. Ooh, okay. So definitely want Jacoby. I definitely want Michael Wilson. I am fine with Hollywood as my cheap wide receiver on this team. I would like to play James Cook on this team. I would also like to play Justin Jefferson on this team. I want to play Justin Jefferson on at least one. I probably won't do any bringbacks. If I was gonna do a bringback for them, I would honestly rank them in terms of preference. I would rank Bijan as my top bringback, then London, then Pitts. All right. So what do I want to do after that? I guess it's probably a 2 tight end team. I mean, I don't know how often you're going to be able to make Trey McBride work. Let's see if we can. Let's just see where we get to. Are you not a fan of old friend Hollywood Brown? I've got him in here right now. It's very sad, but with Rashi out, Kelsey, Hollywood, and Worthy with Minshew are actually all quite good plays. All right, so let's try McBride. Let's put in the Chargers defense. 5.1K left per slot. So let's see if we go with Fannin. What does that get us? Fannin is 4,500. A $5,700 running back is like nothing. If we do Juwan Johnson, it's going to open up a good bit more. We could play RJ Harvey. Now that I don't mind. That could be okay. And I could even go down from Justin Jefferson to Jacoby Myers and get to Woody Marks. Is Cincy the chalk paydown defense? No, I think the chalk paydown defense today is going to be the Jets, which, the New York Football Jets as chalk. Don't think you're loving that. I'm like, whatever, it could be okay. But I just do I do really like the concept of getting in Michael Wilson today. Are you playing much Darren Waller today? I took him a couple times in underdog drafts. I just Quinn Ewers is really bad. I don't know. I think people who have not watched much college football before, I think they're going to be learning some really interesting stuff about Quinn Ewers today. Quinn Ewers could be he could be like Kendall Hinton level bad. All right, and cannot contain Jalen. Well, what was Jalen Brooks's routes last week? Maybe I'm wrong about. Maybe I'm wrong about Jalen Brooks. Maybe there's something there I'm not seeing. I'm gonna guess it probably wasn't very good though in week 15. Jalen Brooks. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you could. Maybe you could. Maybe you could play Jalen Brooks. Can I convince you that Worthy is the man you need? I mean, he's going to get like 11 targets today. My gold star lock is Justin Jefferson. That's my guy. Rico or Estime, Rico Dowdle. Didn't Ewers play like a half this year and not look terrible? I think he played a half and I think he looked awful. But there you go. Yeah, JMO is also my most important guy in best ball. So Don't know what you do with that, but there you go. All right, let's do this actually. Let's change things around here. Let's try and get Gibbs in. And we got Michael Wilson, Hollywood Brown. Let's put in Fannin at tight end. And at defense, oh man, the Giants could be okay. Giants could definitely be okay. We have the run the Sims projection. Ooh, Titans actually against Minshew could be okay. And then we could do Jefferson. And then 4,700 leaves us. That should leave us Kelsey, right? Yeah, wow. Oh, that could really be okay. Huh. I like that one quite a bit. Yeah, we could do something like Jacoby Gibbs, James Cook, and the James Cook play. I like the James Cook play. I like it a lot more than the computers do. Why Hollywood over Worthy? Because I think I'm gonna play Worthy in the Spy with my Goff stuff. Cody Schrader is irrelevant to RJ Harvey. Can you show one of the more popular ETR cash lineups? Sure. Let me save this. And I can just show you what I think the train team is gonna be. So I think this team right here is gonna be the train. Hold on, I gotta open up another tab. So I think it is. Oh, you know what? It might even actually be paying up at defense. But I think it is going to be this right here. It's going to be Amon-Ra St. Brown, Juwan Johnson. And then I think it is, honestly, I think the base optimal has the Texans defense with Metcalf. I think it's Jacoby, Gibbs, Carter, St. Brown, Metcalf, Worthy, Fannin. You know, do whatever you want to do with that. I might try and do something like this. Jets, St. Brown, Metcalf, Worthy. And instead of Juwan Johnson, you can't get to Harvey, though, is the thing. Guess if you came down from Metcalf, there's just not anyone to come down from Metcalf to, is the issue. I don't know. We'll come back to that. Yeah, Titans D first 2 Chiefs. That's really good stuff because it means the Chiefs are throwing. I definitely don't think you're insane to say that Mike Evans is too cheap. Chargers or Bengals D? Give me the Chargers. Hollywood and Kelsey can definitely get there without touchdowns. I also hope to see myself there, Paul, and I hope to see you there as well. Rodgers, Shuck, Lawrence, or Cousins? Give me Shuck. There we go. Jets, Sutton, Gibbs, Carter. Yes. No Leggett or Jatavian Sanders to me. Wow. 10 gifted memberships from my boy Dropping Dimes. GM to you, my guy. No love for Chase Brown against Miami. He seems fine, but Smosh Pirine takes quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, two Chiefs versus the Titans D is totally fine. Yeah. All right. And then now I need to do the Spy. And this one is going to be tougher because I got to try and find a way to make a Goff St. Brown JMO teamwork. Might even try and do a Goff St. Brown JMO Gibbs team. That could be a lot of fun. Okay. Pick 2, Carter, Estimate, Worthy. Give me Carter and Worthy. Uh, I like the games that I like are obviously I like the same game everyone likes. I like Detroit Pittsburgh. I like the Arizona Atlanta game, and I also really like the actually like the Saints. I like the Saints game quite a bit. Saints Jets. Tetaroya or Justin Jefferson in the league. If you're a dog, I think you got to go Justin Jefferson. Okay. All right. Starting with Jared Goff, then going to Amon-Ra St. Brown, then putting in Jameson Williams. I'd also like to play Olave. Let's go to Gadsden on this team. Let's put in RJ Harvey. We could do Michael Carter. And then if we take let's just put the Titans in, and then that would leave us Juwan Johnson again, or Hollywood actually. Do I have a lean on Steelers tight end? I do not. I don't know. I don't know if it's wheels up on Worthy, but he certainly is a play. Well, okay. So maybe I don't love that. Maybe that one is not what I want. Cuz what I actually want, maybe I want to try and do it with Gibbs. Do I have a cash core I'm building around? Yes. Jacoby Brissett, Michael Carter, Jahmyr Gibbs, Harold Fannin Jr., and Xavier Worthy is the core for me. PPR flex, Evans or Harvey. Give me Harvey. Semis, PPR defense. Give me the Saints. Give me Pitts. Give me Worthy. Oh no, give me Fannin over Worthy. Definitely Carter over Gainwell for me. Lost Rice. Need to Ladd Igbuka Worthy. Give me Ladd and Worthy. I'm not playing any Kenneth Gainwell in cash. All right, let's try this. Let's go all the way down to the Jets. And then let's do, you know what? I mean, honestly, let's just fucking play Worthy. And then for the running backs, what if we did like Harvey? What if we did Harvey and Javonte? That leaves us 5,700 at flex. I don't like that much. Take 30 seconds and explain why Carter is a great play at running back. I would imagine he probably projects to play the most snaps of any running back on the entire slate. Yeah, I'd have a hard time seeing anyone else. Is there a running back who's going to play more snaps than Michael Carter? I guess McCaffrey doesn't play until tomorrow. Trying to figure out. Yeah, I mean, Amari DiMercado played 7 snaps last week. I don't know. That's all I got. I think didn't he have like 13 targets last week, Michael Carter? Michael Carter last week had 4 targets. Yeah, I mean, he had 13 points. That's where I got confused. I don't know. Just pretty straightforward stuff. It's true. You know what? That's true. Genty will play 98% of 33 snaps. Keon Coleman, healthy scratch, is very funny stuff. Well, maybe I just play Carter on this team. Goff, Harvey, Javonte, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, Xavier Worthy, Carter. So I can put Carter in. Can I get anyone I want? Oh, Las Vegas and Houston is not until the later window, huh? I don't love the Chalk Metcalf stuff. Is there anyone I like over Javonte? Rico, maybe? I don't know. It's probably just because that get me to a better defense? You don't want the Chargers against Javonte. Maybe the Browns. Have the Browns gotten any points in these games they've gotten shit canned? I guess they got 9 points when they got shit canned against New England. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do the Browns. That kind of makes sense, right? And I do really like Harvey. And I like Worthy. Does your core apply to underdog drafts? Well, no, it's a little different. Yeah, fading Bijan and Gibbs obviously does not feel that good. All right. You know what? I'm just going to submit it. Goff, Harvey, Javonte, St. Brown, J-Mo, Worthy, Gadsden, Carter, Browns, done. Whatever. Those teams both feel good. Those are both relatively high sim ROI. Browns D seems terrible. Well, I don't know. How does an 11% owned Jets D feel? I don't know how good that feels. I want to stack Burrow in the spy, but worry his T has marbles in his head. Well, yeah, that's real. Do you think Hole or Estime are worth playing over Addison and PPR? You could probably tell me it's worth it to play Estime. Pick up between Wandale and Ladd. I do Wandale over Ladd, and I would do Vidal over Hole. All right, so the two teams I've got going in the spy are Jacoby, Gibbs, Cook, Michael Wilson, Justin Jefferson, Hollywood Brown, Fannin, and Kelsey, Goff, Javonte, Harvey, Carter. Man, I wonder. So if I wanted to do Bijan, 3,300. Are there any of the punt tight ends that make sense down there at 3,300? Not really. Iomanner, maybe. Chig, maybe. Jalen Brooks, the aforementioned Jalen Brooks. Is Hawkinson down here? Well, if I go to the Jets, 3,400. 3,400. Mims. What were Mims routes last week? Probably not good. And Pat Bryant's back. Broncos. Mims ran 32% of the routes. Yeah, it's not good. I don't think people are playing Ewers. Yeah, Helm could be okay, I guess. It's probably just a little too thin. The thing is I really like Gadsden. I really want to play Gadsden today. All right, I might come back to that one. Let's now go do FanDuel. Because I've got the two lineups to cook over there. Classic FanDuel main settings, 10,000 lineups, size of contest field, 1.5K, number of sims. Let's do big. I want to use almost all of the salary, and the payouts are super flat. And let's run. Pick one in PPR: Brian Thomas Jr., Marvin Harrison Jr., Franklin QJ. Give me BTJ. Give me BTJ over Marvin Harrison Jr., and then give me Brees over Bowers. LaQuint Allen time. I mean, hey, could always be LaQuint Allen time. ETN's probably a pretty good play today, honestly. I've got ETN a lot on the draft games because he was a pretty good pick over there. But I wonder what the old FanDuel computer is going to give us, because FanDuel, I remember Estimate was very cheap on FanDuel, so I think I'm looking forward to seeing what's going on over there. Chipotle the move today. Yeah, Brisket checks down to the running backs quite a bit. He's a big check down guy. What was I gonna say? Oh, I have dad duty today. My wife is going to a bridal shower or a baby shower, so I'm gonna be on dad duty when we finish this stream here. So it's probably not gonna be as long of a stream as normal. Brenton Strange seems fine. Can't say I love him. Don't hate him either. What would your preference between Rico and Brees be? My preference would be Rico. GM. For cash, would you rather play Fannin, Hollywood, or Juwan Worthy? Super slight preference for Juwan Worthy. FanDuel cash lineup. I don't play FanDuel cash. So I can't help you. That's what I like to see. I like to see Tyler fucking Shuck showing up. RJ Harvey or Estimate. RJ Harvey, not close. RJ Harvey is a jam today, as the kids say. So let's pull up the $75 single entry. Let's see what we got going. Yeah, it's a really good Tyler Shuck week here. I can show you guys this on Underdog, actually. Tyler Shuck, we've got drafts completed. 164 drafts in the main slate. I wonder who. I honestly haven't even checked my exposures until now. Whatever James Cook comes in at in GPP Sondo, it's going to be way too low. Way too low. James Cook is one of my favorites today. My top quarterback exposure. There you go. 8.5% of Tyler Shuck on Underdog. All right. So I'm liking these. I'm not loving the rando Saints guys, but I am liking that the top team is Goff, St. Brown, Bijan. That feels quite nice. I like that a lot. Gold star play for me, Justin Jefferson. I just think it's going to be so obvious that Justin Jefferson was a good play once the cards come down. Home league semifinals, Shuck or Stroud. Give me Shuck. Marvin Harrison Jr. or Michael Wilson. Give me Michael Wilson. Adam Schefter reported that Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be playing through injury in this game, and for the rest of the season. I thought that was interesting. He said that he's going to be playing through injury for the rest of the season. Jason says his gold star play is Tony Pollard. Interesting. I made the mistake of starting McLaurin in my flex. Yeah, tough scene. That guy, he hurt a bunch of people yesterday. All right. Well, what do we think here, boys? Do we want to start trying to build what is the difference? So Goff costs 81. What is my boy Shuck? Damn, Shuck is cheap as shit. Is it possible to do Shuck Olave? Is it possible to play Bijan and Gibbs? What does Worthy cost? 56. Hollywood costs 57. This is just pure guessing kind of. Let's do min salary Titans. Let's see if we can find a punt tight end. Gadsden's 56, Strange 53. Juwan Johnson, do the double. Let's put Schultz in here. I wonder. I do not have any Puka Nacua teams in the FFPC main event, so I don't think that I will be winning the $1 million. Worthy, Fannin, or Igbuka, give me Fannin. Man, what does Michael Carter cost on FanDuel? Michael Carter on FanDuel costs 61. That gives us 63 at wide receiver. Ooh, I do like Jakobi Meyers. Maybe you know what? Let's get rid of Olave. Move Olave out. Let's do Juwan with Shuck. And let's go. What does Jameson Williams cost? Oh. Oh, we are living the dream. Surtain will not be covering Myers because Myers is a slot wide receiver. Yeah, no one is playing Baker or Mike Evans. Nobody. All right, so how do we get... We don't really want any of these expensive guys. So who do we like here in the mid-tier? We could play Jakobi Meyers and improve the defense. Do we want to play Sutton or Myers? Let's do Cortland Sutton. And then let's do any of these defenses. None of these defenses are even any better. See what I'm saying? These defenses all project the same. Like, you don't really want the Falcons. You don't really want the Steelers. You don't really want the Chargers. To get a good defense, we'd have to go even lower. Like, who's a defense you'd want? I guess the... God, are there any... there aren't even defenses you want. That's kind of weird. I guess they're all really expensive, like a defense you'd want. I mean, let's put min salary defense. You know what we could do is we could even upgrade from Carter to like Carter to... there's not really an upgrade to Carter. So it's okay. Well, what if we did this? What if we did James Cook? Is it possible to do St. Brown and Gibbs? No, it's not. I guess you could upgrade to Fannin. Carter. Aaron Jones is not a good... Well, Aaron Jones is fine. I don't know. What do we want to do? I do kind of like Brian Thomas Jr. All right, let's put in Brian Thomas Jr. So we're 400 short. So we got to find $400 on this team. So 400. Yeah, don't want to do that. 400 from St. Brown is George Pickens. I don't want to do that either. I like Carter more than Gainwell personally. Start 2 of Marks, Dowdle, or Tracy. I would sit Tracy of that group. Okay. Well, actually, wait. What does Brian Thomas Jr. cost? 62. What if we did Bijan? You could do Bijan, Cook. Maybe there's someone less expensive than Worthy. Let's see. Let's do Bijan, Cook, St. Brown, and Jameson Williams. No, there's not going to be anyone playable at 4,700. Choose 2, Michael Wilson, Marv Tracy. I would sit Marvin Harrison Jr. Ramondre, Waller, or QJ. Give me Ramondre. All right, I guess the answer is you probably can't play Bijan on that team. So you could do like, we could try and do ETN. What does Harvey cost? Harvey costs 7,000. Let's actually try and do this instead. Harvey, Bijan, JMO, Worthy. 7,400 is Michael Wilson. 7,400 would be Michael Wilson. Do you believe? How much do you believe? You know what? I believe. I believe in Jacoby. All right. I mean, that's pretty fucking thin. You could play Metcalf. I guess I've gotten to the afternoon to decide. Shuck, Harvey, Cook, Xavier Worthy, Jameson Williams, Michael Wilson, Juwan Johnson, Bijan Robinson. Titans defense. Boom. Send it. Send it in. Worthy's showing up in the optos, brother. I'm not making it up. I'm not making it up. Optimal results at wide receiver. Xavier Worthy, 16% owned, 7% optimal rate. Adonai Mitchell, 5,800. The top two optimal rates are, of course, St. Brown and JMO. What's a top optimal rate quarterback on FanDuel? Allen, Goff, Shuck, Jacoby. Knicks. You know what? I mean, FanDuel is just play the best plays, right? I mean, at the end of the day, that is really what it is. Would I start Juwan Jennings over RJ Harvey? I definitely would not. No, I would not. Yeah, Quinnen Williams is out. If you want to play Amari and Hampton, I have this idea in my head. I gotta try this one more thing. All right, let's go Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Hollywood Brown. And then if you do Fannin, what does that leave you at wide receiver? 3,200. What if you do Dalton Schultz? Okay, it doesn't give you anything. What if you do Theo Johnson? Theo Johnson, 3,700. Wide receiver, 4,000. There's not going to be a $4,000 wide receiver. Yeah, you just can't quite do it. Give me Adonai Mitchell, who is on your video cover. Jameson Williams. Michael Carter over Pollard. It just does not quite work to get them all in. You have to do, if you want to do that, you want to play this team, you can't play Michael Carter. You have to play two tight ends. Of course I did, bro. Of course I did, Matt. I was there. All right. Well, let's try and do this instead. We got Bijan. We got Worthy. We have got Fannin and Juwan. And that gives us, you got to do Worthy. Or you got to do Hollywood. You got to do them both. Brissett, Gibbs, Bijan, St. Brown, Worthy, Hollywood, Fannin Jr., and Juwan Johnson. Could definitely do that. All right. On FanDuel, I want to do a Jacoby, Trey McBride. Dart or Stroud, I would do Stroud. All right, let's try and do so we got to do Jacoby, Got to do McBride. Let's put in James Cook. This could be an estimate team. Let's do obviously Jameson Williams. And you know what? I'm gonna put in the Bengals defense. I love the Bengals defense. I don't love, but you know. Okay. So that leaves us 6.4K left per slot. What do we want to do? Do we want to do? Well, we did Worthy on the other one. So let's do Hollywood on this one. 6,700 left per slot. We could do, I mean, Marvin Harrison Jr. We could just do Marvin Harrison Jr. We could split our bets. We could definitely do Marv or Michael Carter. You know what? Let's actually do maybe Jacoby Meyer or Brian Thomas Jr. 6,900 left per slot. So if we do Harvey then Hampton then Harvey, Hampton, Harvey. No Quinnen Williams. I would do Hollywood over Mac Hollins. Good luck to everyone. I would do Burrow against Miami. I would, definitely Burrow over Quinn Ewers. I'm having trouble understanding the question. I definitely am not starting Quinn Ewers over Joe Burrow or Drake May in any format. Definitely I would do I'd do Drake May over Burrow. I would never bench Josh Allen. Burrow or Goff, I would definitely do Goff. I would definitely do, I mean, you can't bench frickin' Drake May, dude. All right. Jacoby. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna send this one in. Jacoby Brissett, James Cook, Amarian Hampton, Jameson Williams, Hollywood Brown, Brian Thomas Jr., Trey McBride, RJ Harvey, and the Bengals defense. Let's go and do another splash entry. If you guys want to play along, there's a link in the chat. So I would encourage you to come and ship that one. Kind of like Juju to piss everyone off. I mean, it would be very likely. Naylor or Hollywood Brown, give me Hollywood. Carter, Marks, or Tracy, give me Marks, but he is still questionable. Marks is still Q. All right. Could not join contest. There was an error. I guess I need to refresh my page. Details, share contest. Also, if you are in the Discord, I just posted the link to the contest. Invalid location. All right, I'm going to go enter on my phone. I'm going to go enter on my phone, and I'm going to think, do I want to try and get if you have a double Shuck stack, are you still forcing Mitchell? I think it would be fine to force Mitchell in that scenario. I mean, 80 Mitchell is a good play. The Chiefs guys are a pretty good plays though. They really are. Like I know I am an unreliable narrator, but like everyone is on the Chiefs stuff. There we go. All right. This is what I get for using a privacy browser, bro. Entries. All right, here we go. Let's ship another one in here. It's a great day to win $1 million, brother. All right. A-Chain, Josh. You know what? I don't think have I taken A-Chain in any of these? Yeah. I've not taken A-Chain in any of these. Let's do A-Chain. Gibbs, Lamar, Mayfield, May, St. Brown. Let's take St. Brown on this one. Purdy, Dak, Chase, Brisket, Javante. Let's take Purdy. Yeah, let's take Purdy. Rodgers, Dart, Nix, Goff, McCarthy, Lamb. Let's take Lamb. Lawrence, Bryce Young, Tua, James Cook, Gardner Minshew. I can't stop with the James Cook. Myers, Coker, or Marks. As long as Marks plays, if Marks plays, I'm starting him in every format. All right. Henry, Cousins, Bucky, Shuck. You know what? Let's do Cousins on this one. Stroud, Nico, Tyrod, Waddle, Tet. Let's do Tet on this one. And then what do I want to? Let's do Olave in tier 8. Done. Bada bing, bada boom. Also, is there any updates on Jaquavius Woody Marks? Because that's something I would like to think for cash is I want to have a late game guy in my flex because I assume Jawar Jordan would then become a jam. All right, so let's do. Well, let's try and get Carter in there. Carter in. Oh, oops. Carter in flex. Fannin. And then what happens if I do Hollywood, Jameson Williams? Is there any way to make this work? Ooh, that is not nothing. The Chiefs activated Pierce, brother, not the Texans. The Chiefs did. 5,200. So if you do Juwan, you can get it. There you go. There you go. Metcalf, Jacoby Brissett, Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan Robinson. So there you can actually do it. Why is this not the team? Yeah, Chubb. Schefter said Chubb is playing. I mean, I don't care about that. Yeah, I mean, fading 15 Fannin targets does not feel that good. Between Jaden Higgins, Addison, and Godwin leaning Higgins, just can't take a 0. I would do Godwin on that team, but I get it. I don't know, man. This kind of feels like it might be the team. Jacoby Brissett, Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan Robinson, Hollywood Brown, J-Mo, Metcalf. There's just no way. There's no way to get to Fannin with this combination of players. Yeah, well, Pierce isn't active for the Chiefs, not the Texans. What's your gut feel on London? Gut feel on London is he gets 9 targets. The Fannin angle is J-Mo to Evans and Jets to Raiders. Oh, I do not. I would definitely not. You definitely need to have at least one. You definitely need to have at least one of St. Brown or J-Mo in cash, I think. So if we did, is Juwan late? No, Juwan's early, right? So if you do the double tight end, that's the thing. If you do double tight end, you're locked in. Oh no. Oh yeah, he is early. Fannin and Juwan, so you're locked into that. And then 4,600, there's not a wide receiver you want to play is the issue. That's what I have, but I've got St. Brown and cheap wide receiver Ojamo and DK. I mean, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Hey man, London on 2 BBM. Yeah, I also need Pacheco. Coker's fine. I don't know if I'm jonesing to play Coker in cash. Hmm. Yeah, there's really none. What about trying to get Kelsey? Can I explain my good feeling on BTJ? It's really just more about the Jaguars. The Jaguars have been a pretty good offense. I guess the other thing you could do is something like this. You could do Jameson Williams. You could do Fannin. You could do Carter. You could do Hollywood. It just doesn't work. Yeah, it's if you do Worthy, I mean, is there anything if you play Worthy? It's ah. Hmm. Have London, Harvey, and Tet with Stafford Puka already locked? Hey, there you go, man. Very, very similar sweats for me. Superflex, which I'm starting Brissett in. Do I do Cousins or Baker? I would still go Baker. Yeah, the if you're doing vibes based analysis, I think you're feeling good. Um, AD Mitchell. I think the I think here I found what the train team is going to be. There's the train. Jacoby Brissett, Gibbs, Bijan, JMO, Worthy, Metcalf, Fannin, Kelsey, Jets. There we go. What's the most tight end? Darnell Washington, right? $2,600 Darnell Washington. Darnell Washington's not a zero, I guess. Did I say Etienne was going to get cut? Probably not. I think I sadly am going to side with the Jacoby Myers Boomers. I don't know, because here's what you could do. You can do this. Jacoby Brissett, Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan Robinson, St. Brown, Worthy, Metcalf, Fannin, Darnell Washington, and the Jets. It's just Darnell Washington could be a huge zero. You want Sutton in cash, so if you want Sutton, you're doing this team. Yeah, we all. Ooh, Dulcich. What's Dulcich's routes been like? Dulcich. Yeah, you could do Greg Dulcich. I don't know. The routes can't be that good. 35% of the routes. Yeah, that's very, very thin. What about for the Stillers? 57% of the routes. I mean, it's honestly not bad for old Darnell. It's really not. Herbert or Trevor Lawrence in the semifinals. Honestly, give me Herbert. Elijah Higgins. See, I thought he was going to run a ton more routes, but he really has not, actually. Um, yeah, he's been. Where's my boy at? Yeah, 47% of the routes and like no targets. He's got 70% of the routes, but 5% of the targets. Going Kelsey in PPR over Carter to get JMO over Sutton. I might do this Darnell Washington team. Honestly, I really might. I really feels pretty badass to show up with Darnell fucking Washington, and you can swap Darnell Washington, and you can swap Metcalf too. I might just do that. Jacoby Brissett, Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan Robinson, St. Brown, Worthy, Metcalf, Fannin. Hey man, you only live once. And imagine how good that Darnell Washington touchdown will feel. Pick 2, May, Lamar, or Dart. I would sit Jackson, Dart, or Reno. All right. All right. Final thing here. Got all the GPP teams built. Let's do one more splash. A reminder for all of you, come and hop in the contest here. Oh, I got to enter on my phone again. Igbuka, Stevenson, or Higgins. I would do T. Higgins, personally. Also playing Henderson. Yeah, I wouldn't want to start Henderson and Stevenson together in the same lineup. All right. One more tiers contest. Everyone, link is in the chat right there. Come and hop in with us over on Splash Sports. Jaden Higginson. If it's Jaden Higgins, I'd do Igbuka. All right. Tier 1. Achan, Josh Allen, Jonathan Taylor. Let's do McCaffrey. Gibbs, Lamar, Mayfield, May, St. Brown. Let's do St. Brown. Purdy, Dak, Chase, Brissett. Let's do Chase. Rodgers, Dart, Nix, Goff, McCarthy, Lamb. Let's do Goff. Lawrence, Bryce Young, Tua, James Cook. I'm gonna do James Cook. Henry versus New England. Kirk Cousins, Bucky Irving. I'm going Chuck Demon, and I'm gonna go Kittle because I did Purdy on this team, right? No, I didn't take Purdy. All right, so we got. Oh no, don't want to do McCaffrey and Kittle. So let's do Nico. I don't think I've taken a Nico team yet. Having your first baby in January. Yeah, I am fairly certain. I am fairly certain that Carter is the clear lead. I'm not huge on Bucky today. Like, losing the goal line work is not great. Who do I want to? Oh, I got to do a Justin Jefferson team. Of course, got to do a Justin Jefferson team. Christian McCaffrey, St. Brown, Jamar Chase, Jared Goff, James Cook, Tyler Shuck, Nico Collins, Justin Jefferson. Should I wait on the Marks Jordan decision, or should I start Worthy? You should wait. You should wait on that one. All right, boys, I'm getting out of here. Well, estimate, because we don't know. I think Marks is going to play, but there's just really no way. There's no way to know if he's playing or if he's not. Everyone come and check out the Splash Sports contest. I got to go do some dad duty. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys back later this afternoon.